Welcome, everybody! Welcome to Around the Bag. What a big show we got tonight. I got friends from all over Canada. It's going to be a fantastic show. Let's start her up. Make sure you got lots of comments in the comment bars. Be nice. No, don't be nice. Take them down. It's a chirp fest, my friends. We're going to have a great time. Let's start with the theme song. Hey, everybody, welcome to Around the Bag. We're going to have a bunch of fun. We're going to ask a bunch of questions to my friends. I know them from a long time ago. One grew up down the street. The other grew up the street. The other one grew up in Alberta. But we all know each other now. They got nicknames that they'll tell you about. We're going to ask them questions, but let's bring them in right now. Hey, everybody, let's bring in Corey Hirsch. Corey, welcome to the show.
Ian Bagg, good to be back.
Good to see you, buddy. I
got invited back.
Get invited back, and it's Trent, everybody. Welcome, Trent Franson, everybody from Edmonton, Alberta, and Jeff Sharples.
How's it going, everybody?
Mr. Bagg. What's up,
guys? Welcome. We're going to have a good time. Corey, tell them all about you. Let's let the people know who you are and what you're all about.
All about me. I'm a former National Hockey League goaltender. Played
Ooh,
New York,
congratulations.
Vancouver, a couple other teams, had a couple other cups of coffee. I am now a radio broadcaster for the Vancouver Canucks. I do all the color commentary on the radio broadcast.
That's awesome.
Vancouver.
You know who's going to love that? A girl from Arkansas, Heather Claude from Arkansas. She loves hockey.
She's a huge Canucks fan.
Oh, she's a huge Canucks fan.
Massive Canucks fan.
Trent, tell them all about you.
Well, I am not a professional hockey player. I played minor hockey, and that's it. That's all I ever did.
That's all you have to do on this show, my God. Look at this. Look at this. Evan Phaneuf just said Ian Bagg, woo. He was close to getting to the NHL, but he wasn't the right Phaneuf. All right, Jeff Sharples, tell them all about you, otherwise known as Sharps.
Yeah, I just grew up. I wasn't the guy that grew up down the street, but I did grow up in the same hometown as you. So chased the dream playing hockey, spent a little bit of time in the Detroit Red Wing organization. Now I've moved on. I'm in the aviation field now, and I listen to Hershey on the radio, call the Canucks games all the time, and I carve them the whole time.
Nice.
So, fun.
I love it.
Okay.
Well, let's get asking some questions, fellas. We're going to go around the board. I'm going to start out with a question, nice and easy, a Canadian question. What is the biggest fish you've ever caught? Let's start out with Trent. Trent, what's the biggest fish you've ever caught?
Would have been driftwood. No fish.
Driftwood. You caught
No
driftwood.
Yeah. Skeena River, I probably fished 20, 30 pieces of driftwood. Yeah.
I love it. Congratulations, Trent, on that driftwood. Corey, what's the biggest fish you've ever caught?
30 pounds. Queen Charlotte's. Went on a fishing derby up in the Queen Charlotte Islands.
30 pounds. Queen Charlotte
30
Islands.
30-pound salmon. Shut up,
Fantastic.
salmon.
Matt Yates says Corey looks homeless. That's awesome. Corey looks
Because I
homeless.
am.
Well, he is homeless.
Hey, how did he figure that out? Just by watching this.
I love it. Jeff Sharples, otherwise known as Sharps, what's the biggest fish you've ever caught?
50-pound salmon, or king, as we call it down here in the fantastic United States now, and CX River, north of our hometown, up the Nass Camp. We've talked about it a lot, but yeah, a little river up there, and 50-pound fish. I would say it's 1 hour north of where we grew up. Fabulous Terrace.
I hate to tell you, that'd be a 50-pound fish up there. Let's continue on, my friends. Let's continue on. Let's give some points away. Corey Hirsch, he gets 30 points for catching a 30-pound fish. Jeff gets 50 points for catching a 50-pound fish. And Trent gets 0 for not getting any fish. 0 for Trent, starting out strong. Coming in strong, coming in hard. Oh, my God.
Sounds about right.
Sounds about right. I like the way Matt Yates is just going after Corey. Looks like they're sitting in an alley. Just taking him hard.
I love it.
It started out.
Just giving it to Hershey.
Just
Love
taking him down. I guess this next question is fantastic after Matt Yates had so much to say about Corey. Where would be the best place to live?
I like Matt.
Where is the best place to live? And let's start out with Trent on this one. Let's start out on Trent. Where's the best place to live?
I enjoyed my time when I was in Vancouver, for sure. But I'm in Edmonton now, and I'll say I'm happy here, too. So
you're happy there, too? Fantastic. I love it. Trent says Vancouver, but Edmonton is where I live now. Let's go with Jeff Sharples, who's obviously not homeless, but living in a youth hostel because there's a lot going on behind him.
Yeah. I was just looking. I got my broom, or I guess it's over that shoulder. But I love Vegas, right? So we got to give Vegas the big thumbs up. Terrace, of course, where we all grew up, except Hershey in the fabulous Alberta. But Vegas, and if I had to pick one or two other cities right now, I love Vancouver too, but I'd have to go with Denver or Nashville.
Ooh.
Denver or Nashville.
I love Nashville. If you haven't been there, great place to be. But when everyone gets back out, come see us in Vegas first.
Come see us in Vegas and go to Nashville. By the way,
you can see Ian Bagg.
Kevin Patterson just wanted to get involved. He said they're all lying about the size of that fish.
Look at the size of that fish.
And look at him. Look, he's got a massive fish right there. True fisherman right there. Kevin Patterson just picking everybody right in the fish.
That looks like flats. The guy looks like flats there. Are you sure that's not flats?
Well, he says his name's something different, but we'll have to ask him. Corey, where do you think the best place to live is? Corey, are you still there? Have you been kicked off that
probably
can?
right where I am, right in Vancouver. I live downtown Vancouver. There is nothing better. But you know what? I'm a little disappointed in Sharps' answer because we always had this plan that if Sharps had ever ended up homeless, he'd come live with me in Vancouver. Now you're saying Nashville or Denver?
I'm gaining on it according to what Bagsy's saying because he's telling me I look like I'm getting there. So I'll be there soon, Hershey.
I love it. Corey says Vancouver. Trent says Vancouver and Edmonton. Jeff says Nashville via Las Vegas, and also Denver's pretty good. So he didn't really want to give up a choice right there.
No.
You're all wrong. The correct answer is Terrace. Terrace, British Columbia is the best place to live. Best place to live. If you want to buy a house that's overpriced, Terrace, British Columbia. You're going to pay out the wazoo. Terrace, British Columbia. Getting nothing for something. I love it. Terrace, British Columbia. My God. Let's bring in our first sponsor tonight. Our first sponsor, Dog Bag. Make sure you pick up your shit. Dog Bag. Let's continue on.
You're doing great at those voiceovers. That's unbelievable.
I am doing a lot. Guys, this is a pretty exciting question, and I think we should all be excited about this one. You don't have to name somebody in the squares, but who is your cheapest friend? Who is your cheapest friend? Let's start out with Jeff Sharples.
No, really, I almost, you know what? I was going to give this a pass. There's a few of them, but one of them might or might not be on this broadcast we're doing right now. You might want to do another commercial, Bagsy. and Trent ain't clapping his hands, so everybody can figure out who that is.
I was clapping for Trent.
Yeah, Trent, Hershey. Yeah, Hershey's. He can do pretty well. If anybody's out there trying to figure out how far to stretch a buck, give Hershey a call.
I love it. Corey Hirsch sitting on the balcony of somebody's house. He just gets off.
This isn't even my place. I just walked in. This is somebody else's house.
I love it. Corey, not naming yourself. Who is your cheapest friend?
Oh boy. Yeah. I know who one of my most generous friends are. Let's go the other way. Jeff Sharples.
You're too kind.
Nice. Cheap-wise, though. You know what? I won't say his name, but I once had a guy that we would go out for dinner, and then he'd be like, oh, I'll just pay for the tip on my card, and he'd collect all the cash, and then he'd leave like half the tip he was supposed to.
Oh, my God. Is he Australian? That's a very Australian movie.
Famous broadcaster in Canada.
Oh, nice. Good.
I won't mention the name, though.
That's solid, Hershey.
I can't believe you brought up Ron McLean. That is fantastic.
It's not Ron McLean.
That's funny because
that will get
Ron McLean too.
Ron McLean too. Trent, who's your cheapest friend?
I don't know. I have so many.
Trent doesn't want to get involved, just staying out of it completely. Trent is not a cheap friend. Trent will pay cash. I don't know where he gets it from, but he just pay cash for everything. Oh, my God. I will give Jeff 15 points for that, for not wanting to say Corey. I will give Corey 7 points for that, for saying Jeff is very generous. And then Trent, he'll get 75 points for saying, I don't want to get involved in this shit. I still have to live at home. I like that. Fantastic. That is good times right there. Oh, my God. Oh, I just got a big laugh out of somebody there. I love it. I love a good laugh track. By the way, just to let everybody know what's going on, Nate Long says, is this in PG? Is this in PG? That is fantastic.
That's solid, yes.
Shane Mashihi comes flying out of nowhere. We all know him. I bet you that.
Hey, what's up, Shane? What's up, buddy?
Beauty. Oh my God. Nate Long says, I love these. Dana, Lindsay, Dana. I think you're missing an I. Wouldn't it be Diane? I'm not even gonna. She just says hi, and then I screwed up her name. That was fantastic. Nate Long wants to know. He's gonna ask you guys, who's your favorite stand-up of all time? Let's just go around there. Leave me out of this. Let's just go around the board real quick. Corey, who's your favorite stand-up?
I love watching probably Dave Chappelle.
Dave Chappelle. Love it. Dave Chappelle.
I like Dave
Trent?
Chappelle.
I like Bill Hicks. He was always really good.
Bill Hicks.
Bill Hicks.
Love it. Bill Hicks. Jeff Sharples, who's your favorite stand-up?
I would have to go with Stephen Wright, and the guy that we saw years ago, Baggsy, in the Tropicana. He just sat on a stool. Remember? I don't know if you even remember.
Yes.
It was like
out of Boston. I don't know why I'm blanking on his name right now. Fantastic.
But if you think about it, but Stephen Wright, and if Vegas opens back up, he's supposed to be here June 20th, so he's solid. But those other guys are great too.
I love it. Jeff Sharples, just a walking billboard for Las Vegas, letting everybody know he's coming up. That is fantastic. My God.
We gotta eat.
We got to eat. I'll let the people know. Jeff says Stephen Wright. He's going to get 44 points. Trent says Bill Hicks. Fantastic. That's 175 points for Trent. Corey Hirsch just looks down the road and says, how about somebody that never gets any attention? That's how about Chappelle? He needs somebody to say he's doing okay. Oh my God. I'm very disappointed in Corey with the Chappelle thing. No, I'm not disappointed yet. That is fantastic. I love it. I love it. By the way, this is the first show I've had 2 redheads on. This is pretty exciting for me. Exciting. Ooh. Guys, here's the next question. Let's get ready for it. But before we go to it, I'm going to tell you right now, this show is sponsored by Bananas. Bananas, sponsor of Around the Bag. Bananas. If you've got muscle cramps, you might want a banana. All right, let's continue on. Guys, what is the best song to be played in warm-ups? What is the best song to be played in warm-ups of any sport? Ready? Are you ready for this? I'm going to start out with Jeff Sharples. Jeff Sharples, best.
Well, if you got to go with a recent one, you'd have to go with what Vegas comes out to, the Golden Knights. I didn't even know the name of it. I know, Hershey. Don't get all. Hey, I'm just giving an answer.
Vegas.
You're getting all heated up there. But then, even though he's a bit of a creep, Gary Glitter, rock and roll.
Bit of a creep.
Bit of a creep.
Yeah.
You're right, though. It was a good tune.
I like the way the government just shut down his internet on his Gary Glitter comment.
Yeah, I mean,
He did, right, Gary?
exactly. That's the end of the show.
All right, Corey, what's the best song? What's the best song?
Either AC/DC, You Shook Me All Night Long, or Thunderstruck.
Ooh,
It's an AC/DC tune.
He's an actor kind of guy. Trent?
Well, I'm going all the way back to minor hockey days, and this one's a shout out to Arden. He used to always pump us up with "Welcome to the Jungle" before the game.
Ooh, that's a good
Welcome to
one.
the Jungle, little Guns N' Roses, and throwing
Yeah.
out his buddy's name there. Trent just letting people know, Arden, I got your back. I'm going to mention you on the big show. I love it. Let's give Trent 500,000 points for that one. 500,000 points for throwing it to Art. Jeff, he's going to get 8 years. I think that's what Gary Glitter got. 8 years. So you
Keep
get
up with that.
8 points. Corey Hirsch, Acker, we're going to give him 5,200 points. 5,200 points for Acker. That's fantastic. My God. Oh, guys, what's the biggest highlight of your sporting career? What was the biggest highlight of your sporting career? But let's go like this. Dana says, fucking, yeah, GNR, right there. I love that. That's awesome. And also, Hooper, it says Trent's pegboard looks like a murderer's to-do list.
If I don't like how I'm getting treated tonight, I got you all right here.
I love it. He's got everybody on the board
Steve
there.
Buscemi.
And then Michelle, anything by Poison. So if you know anybody's wearing tight pants and got big bangs, it's going to be Michelle. That's right on there. That is fantastic. Oh, my God. Anyways, the question was, what is your highlight from your sporting career? The biggest highlight from your sporting career. Let us know about it. Let's start with Trent. Trent.
I don't know if Jeff remembers this, but we were sharing some ice with Wade Flaherty, and I think I put one top shelf on him. you remember that?
Fantastic. Good
So
times.
That's right there.
I
do remember Wade's comment that my shot was deceiving. Now, I still do not know if that was deceiving, where he meant it like it was, looked like it was going to be shit and it was better, or mostly that it looked like it was going to be better and it was shit. So
I love it. Trent Franson on the practice ice with Wade Flaherty, NHL goalie, puts it on the top shelf, lets him know.
Yeah.
Very deceiving. Fantastic.
He may have had his back to me. I can't remember.
He may have been skating out. That is awesome. Let's see. Jeff Sharples, tell us about your favorite greatest all-time sporting event.
Well, you know what? Trent's too kind to Flats, because I know his all-time sporting event was patrolling the blue line with you on his right side, Ian.
That was good times.
That was the Twin Towers right there. But you've never seen anything until you've seen Trent and Ian playing together. But I don't know. I would have to say probably I scored a goal against the Canucks and in Detroit. So I would say that was one of them. And then the highlight, though, would be my first shift ever in a preseason game in the NHL when Mark Messier skated by me. Like I might as well have been standing still. That right then and there, I realized that whatever I wasn't doing was not good enough. So that was a good moment because it brought me to reality really quick. I mean,
that's great.
So
that is great right there. He gets blown by our Mark Messier. That is highlight. That's his highlight right there. Or scoring against the Canucks. One of the two. He can't remember. By the way, just to let everybody know, I just got chirped. Ian, you've worn that shirt twice this week. Do some fucking laundry. That's kind of mean right there. I'm just happy that I'm doing my nose hairs for you assholes. So I don't even think I was even. Anyways, Corey, what's your highlight?
First, I want to make a comment that Ian and Trent, you guys were probably the perfect pair on D, because I heard one of you couldn't turn right and the other one couldn't turn left. So you guys were like the perfect pair, right?
Yeah, but what you don't know, Corey, is that we were the wrong way. So we
we turned out. A lot of people went in. Oh my god!
I got a couple. I got to play with Jeff Sharples in the year 2000.
Turned that into
20 years of snacks.
Snacks. That's true.
Free snacks. That's when I met Jeff. Probably the highlight was the Olympics, '94.
What happened in the Olympics in '94? Tell us all about it.
We lost in the final game. Peter Forsberg scored on me with the little dip-to-do. They call it the Forsberg now, right?
Yes.
So the guys that play for the Canucks, they'll do shootout moves, right? And they'll do the Forsberg. And I'll be like, you know why that's called the Forsberg, right? They'll be like, what? I don't know. I'm like, because he fucking scored on me like that in the Olympics in '94, and these guys weren't even born yet.
That's right. And by the way, everybody around the board, if you don't got time to look at the videotape of it, you can actually get a stamp in Sweden where Corey's being scored on. So that's fantastic. Oh my God. I think there should be a stamp in Canada where Wade Flaherty's getting scored on by Trent. That would be fantastic right there. Let's give everybody some points right now. 5,700 points for Jeff Sharples, 2,700 points for Trent Franson. How much is a stamp? 37 cents for Corey Hirsch. 37 for Corey Hirsch. That is awesome. I'm pretty sure I'm wrong on that 37 cents, but who really gives a crap at this time, right? We're just having a lot of fun. Everybody's talking about it. By the way, it's time to tell you about our other sponsor, Hockey Pucks. It's a proud sponsor of the Ian Bag Around the Bag. Hockey Pucks. You can't play hockey without a hockey puck. It's just skating without a hockey puck. Hockey Pucks. Proud sponsor. Anyways, continuing on, guys. This is a lot of fun. I'm having a good time. I'm going to go to the next page. What did you want to do as a child, but you thought might be too hard? By the way, Corey, is there a fire truck going by right now?
No, it's a seagull.
Oh, that was a seagull. That was a seagull really going for it. It sounded like a fire truck. Oh, my God. What did you want to do as a child, but then you thought it's too hard? I don't want to do that. It's too hard. I'm going to start out with Trent. What did you want to do as a child, but then you thought it's too hard?
Oh, well, followed my father's footsteps as a welder.
Oh, my God. Takes his dad down in public. That is awesome.
That's some lifting and shit. You know, who wants to do that, right? That's hard work.
That's hard. He didn't want to follow his dad's big. He was too shaky. Couldn't be a welder. Fantastic. By the way, this is a great heckle on Corey from Matt Yates. How special? Oh, that's not it. How special were those Olympics? That's awesome.
Very special.
And then maybe if Corey wins, we'll let him do this. We'll see. He's got to get enough points to win. But Hooper just wants you to pan around so we can see what the neighbors are up to. That's awesome. I just like the way he tunes in for the show, but he wants to see what the neighbors are up to. Maybe that's a better show. What a dick there, Hoopy. Come on, guys. I can't even remember the question. Oh, yeah. Corey, I'll go with you. What did you want to do as a child, but you thought, that's too tough. I can't do that.
You know what? I've always wanted to do a 3-minute stand-up set. I've told you about this.
Yes, I have, and I told you it's too hard. You can't do that.
Zero balls to do that. It was too hard. So I don't see myself ever doing it, but it is on my list, the bucket list.
I love it. Michelle says aspiring to be to the XD and Bagg, but you just can't compete. That is awesome. She just flicked you right in your little balls.
She did.
Jeffrey Sharples, what did you want to do as a child, but it didn't turn out? Couldn't do it.
Yeah, I'm not answering that, Mr. Bagg.
Oh my goodness, he's done it.
We've got a nuance.
Just took it.
I don't know. I was like, those other two were good. Like Trent, like basically mic drop. Then Hirsch came in strong. I'm like, there's nothing I can add. Good job. Just give him all the points.
Give him all the points. Trent gets all the points. Let's give him 57,000, the starting wage for a welder. 57,000. Trent, Corey Hirsch, $26, the starting wage. The starting wage for a comedian. Jeff Sharple, 0 for not wanting to answer, passing the buck to everybody else. My God. Apparently Messier scared the hell out of him, and he's just never been the same.
I was going one way, he was going the other.
Here it is, guys. This is interesting. I probably should have done this right after Corey told us about the Olympics. I want to know. Everybody's got a theory about this. Everybody's got an opinion, but I want to know your opinion. Maybe you have a theory on it too. Which is better, Olympic hockey or NHL hockey? Olympic hockey or NHL hockey?
You're asking me that?
I'm asking you all.
Yeah,
let's start
kick it
out.
to Hershey first.
We'll take it to you, Corey Hirsch.
Probably. Well, I mean, I'd have to go with this. Are we going Stanley Cup playoffs versus Olympics? Like, what do we?
I like the way
parameters here.
I like the way you just start getting into the question.
The Stanley Cup is way better than the Olympics.
Oh, the Stanley Cup. Okay, we'll go. Everybody says the NHL right there. By the way, I like the way Nate Long just comes flying in and goes, "What's the prize?"
The Stanley Cup.
He wants to know what's the prize on this show. What's the prize on this show? I need to know what
Just
you're going to win.
Friendship, Ian.
That you get my friendship. That's what you can win out of this one. Fantastic. Trent, Corey's already picked the NHL Stanley Cup playoffs. I didn't think about it like that, but I guess you can go.
That's best on best over, a couple of week tournament for sure at Olympics, but NHL all the way for the playoffs and the big prize at the end, right? But let's say Olympics for the tournament factor of it. So
you just want to. Okay. Oh, so he's saying Olympics. Oh, we got Olympics and an NHL. Jeff, you got to be the tiebreaker here.
Yeah, I would say that for your nation, the Olympics is unbelievable and helps drive, hockey particularly. But I go with Hershey this one. I got to go to the Stanley Cup playoffs or hockey in the NHL is entertaining. The best players in the world are in the Olympics, but it's a lot to ask of these guys in 2-3 weeks to be able to kind of gel like they do after 82 games in NHL, go on to win the cup. So I would say the NHL.
The NHL. By the way, a lot of people are asking why all of a sudden it got quiet in here, got really serious. Oh my God, that is exciting right there. He goes out NHL playoffs, blah, blah, blah. Maybe the Olympics, maybe the Olympics, maybe the NHL playoffs. I'm going to have to give you 46 points for being indecisive. I'm going to give Corey 100 million points for that, which is almost $1 billion, but it's not for his choice. Trent, I'm going to give you 500,000 for your answer. That is fantastic. By the way, I like this. This is what got me right here. Nate Long came back and said, I'm confused. Are these guys comedians or hockey players? What's going on here? It doesn't really matter in this show. We're just talking. We're friends. It's Saturday night. Some of us are having beers. Does anybody else have a beer? I have a beer. I'm sure I have a Stella Artois. I have a Stella Artois that my wife gave me. My wife said, "Girl pair, have a beer." Yeah. Trent, are you drinking?
Wow. That's different.
Corona. He doesn't give a shit about the virus. He's taking it down. I love it. Jeff Sharples?
Just some seltzer water right now.
Oh, some seltzer water. Try to keep it together for the show. Good for you. Corey Hirsch, you're at your home, so I'm guessing there's nothing in the fridge.
Nope, I'm dry island. 30 days. I'm going on a 30-day dry island challenge.
When's that start? Tomorrow?
Today. I drank last night.
I was going to say, who does that in the middle of a pandemic? Well, looks like I better get straightened up for this shit. That is fantastic. I love it. Guys, this is pretty exciting. This is something that you won't be doing for a while. What is the best concert you've ever been to? What is the best concert you've ever been to? And Nate, make sure you answer this one too. I'll put up your answer as well. Jeffrey, what is the best concert you've ever been to?
Well, I would have to say one of the most recent ones, and that was Guns N' Roses in T-Mobile Arena. They opened, and Axl Rose had broken his foot. I don't know. I mean, Guns N' Roses fans will remember this. April Fool's Day in LA, where they wanted to do a warm-up concert. So they wheeled him out, some kind of deal, but it was unbelievable. So I'd have to say Guns N' Roses. They were top shelf. Alice in Chains opened them up. So fairly recent, but that would be my pick.
Nice. Guns N' Roses, T-Mobile Arena. Drops the Vegas in there too. Like it. Corey, what's the best concert you've ever been to?
I automatically, well, I got two, but I got there. I went to the Rolling Stones last summer.
Oh, fantastic.
And a 77-year-old Mick Jagger rocked the place like nobody's business. But the best concert I've been to is probably Prince. I went and saw Prince back in the 90s.
Raspberry Beret.
I didn't want to go. I was like, I'm not going to see Prince. And I went, and I left there going, holy crap, is that man talented?
That is the best.
Every instrument.
That's the best for anything when you don't want to go to something and then you're just blown away by the talent. I don't care what it is. I love that. Trent, what's the best concert you've ever been to?
Well, I was actually looking forward to the Rage Against the Machine concert beginning of May here I was going to. So that would have been good. But I think it was a smaller venue here in Edmonton, and I saw Tool back like 90, 91 before they were big and famous, and that was really cool. There was maybe about 60 people there, and it was awesome. So
love it. That's fantastic.
Mr. Bagg, we can't forget, we got to get a plug in for Terrace's own Kingfish, which if you've never heard of them, but we got to plug Terrace. Kingfish, my brother played in that band, so that would be one of the other great ones. Opened in the Generator years ago in Prince George, and then their rink there too for, I believe, I'll have to think. I can't remember who the band was, but they were a big band. So Kingfish from Terrace.
My God, you are fantastic the way you're able to just drop Prince George into that, Kingfish into that, the Generator into that. That is, you are an advertisement. My God, I'm surprised you're wearing a button-up shirt and not something that has an advertisement on it. That is great. Yeah. Oh my God, I'm going to give you all 100,000 points for that because there is no wrong answer. Any concert is a good concert to go to. By the way, I like this. We're coming in hard from YouTube. Scoop Jones says Kingfish rocks.
Good job.
He's got a drone and he likes the Kingfish. That is awesome. Guys, here's a big question. Is it hard to say you're sorry? I think Chicago said it was.
Isn't that a song?
Yes, it is. It's very hard to say you're sorry. But I want to know, is it hard to say you're sorry? Let's check. Trent, do you find it hard to say you're sorry?
What did I do?
Well, it was like
depends on what did I do.
I love it. I will take that as a yes. Jeff Sharples, is it hard to say you're sorry?
No, it's not. Not when you get a little older. When you're younger, maybe, but older, it's like we got to just move on. So
just gotta move on. Sorry and keep moving. Corey,
I'll tell you what. I'm sorry I ever came on this goddamn show. That's what I'm sorry for.
Can I change my answer?
You guys just got taken down by the Americans. Sorry or sorry? Yeah, there you go. I love it. And by the way, Corey, fuck you for saying you're sorry for coming on this show. By the looks of the balcony that you're living on, you didn't have much else to do. So
these people want me out of here pretty soon.
I love it.
They're like, why is he still on my balcony?
It just comes in and says, hey, is there any chance I could borrow your Wi-Fi for half an hour? Here's a good question. Here's a big question to everybody. How old were you when you got your driver's license? How old were you when you got your driver's license? Let's start out with Corey Hirsch. I don't think you have a car. 16, Corey.
16.
Trent.
18, I think it was, yeah.
18. Jeffrey Sharples.
16.
16. All right, we'll continue on. What was your first car? Corey.
81 T-Bird.
81 T-Bird. My God, you must have fucked a lot of 50-year-olds back then.
It was a boat. You had a lot of room in that back seat. That thing would
We don't
float.
need to hear that.
You'd hit a bump.
No.
Trent,
We don't need to hear that.
What was your first car? Sorry. I said it wrong, guys. I said it wrong. I shouldn't be using the F word. My dad told me not to use the F word.
Well, that was Barry's shaggin' wagon there.
Oh,
Barry shaggin' wagon.
Trent had a
My
van.
dad's van.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, he had a van with the little windows. You just pull up to a high school and all the girls would come running into it. My God, they knew what was happening. Jeffrey, what was your first vehicle?
I can't follow Trent anymore. He's got all the best answers. Maverick. I think it was a 77. Used to call it the a Maverick. And the nice thing was it was a mustard-colored car too. So it was awesome. Yeah,
Mustard colored car.
V8 in it. Yeah, it was good. The Maverick. Yep.
I love it. Michelle Mitchell's come flying out and just said, Trent's an underachiever for no apparent reason. Just takes him down.
Oh, that's awesome.
All right, I'm going to give you what's that? I'm sorry?
Do I know her?
Do you know her?
How does she know you?
Yeah, exactly. Well, she's got you pegged, so.
We finally found you, and now she's going to let you have it.
Exactly.
Oh, let's get some points away. The points on that one are 16 for Corey, 18 for Trent, and 16 for Jeff. My God, what's going on? Is there a dog howling or?
No, just the seagulls.
Is that the seagulls?
Yeah, they're loud.
Holy shit!
Well, that's because you're in their nest.
I live about a block off the ocean.
Let's check in with Helen Rothstein. 18, but I had to parallel park between poles and knock them both down. The guy ain't like me, I guess. She still got her driver's license after knocking down the pole. I wonder if she had to knock that. I wonder if she had to knock down a third pole, if you know what I'm talking about. All right, let's continue on. What was the best piece of advice your father ever gave you? What was the best piece of advice your father ever gave you? Let's go with Corey Hirsch.
My dad was a plumber, and he told me that shit flows downhill. That's all you need to know.
Oh my God, was he a plumber? Was he a plumber when the Egyptians were in charge? Holy shit, that sounds like a bad.
Shit flows downhill.
Shit flows downhill. Okay. Jeffrey Sharples, you don't want to follow Trent anymore, so I'll go with you.
Just my father always said, son, make sure you always have options. So
always have options.
Always make sure you have options. Yep.
I don't know if you know Vegas. You've given them a lot of options. Do you want to go see a concert? Would you like to see Kingfish? Also, Guns N' Roses are coming to town. That is
and
awesome.
Ian Bagg. We're trying to get Ian Bagg.
And Ian Bagg. He mentioned me too. Trent?
Come on.
Oh, well, like I said earlier, my dad was a welder, so it was stay in school.
Good advice.
Stays in school. Oh, I love it. Bobby just said happy face. Michelle, quit being a fucktard. That's the best part of the best advice her dad ever gave her right there. I don't know what that means exactly. But anyways, we're going to continue on. I just thought I'd just bring it up there. Oh, here come the Seagulls. We're going to give some points away.
Does it get a little loud?
150 for Corey because shit flows downhill. 7,500 because Jeff's got other options. Trent says stay in school. Stay in school. That is awesome. Wow, we just went quiet there. We're all listening to the Seagulls. We all just felt really good. Oh, that was awesome. We got a couple more questions, and then we're going to move into the round. Pick it. It's a big round. You guys are going to like that. Pick it. Oh, my God. Pick it, by the way, is awesome. This is the last question right here, and then we're going to go into pick it. Should a man wear white Crocs? Should a man wear white Crocs?
I think Hershey's going to get attacked.
I'm getting
nervous. Oh, my God. Are you in the middle of a horror movie? Holy shit.
That's awesome.
Oh, that was great. Trent, I'll let you answer first. The question was, should a man wear white Crocs?
A man should not wear any color Crocs.
A man should not wear any color Crocs. Jeffrey Sharple, should they wear white Crocs?
Yes, they can wear white ones and they can wear gray ones.
I knew you'd have a pair on. I was hoping they were going to be white. Oh, look who actually gets to go inside. Corey Hirsch.
There we go.
This is a completely different view. That's fantastic. Corey, should I don't know why we didn't do this a long time ago.
It's getting loud. I was starting to get scared.
Oh, well, that's
what
it's
still hear them, too.
Good for you. Now, should a man wear white Crocs? I'm going to have to ask another goddamn question after this because the goddamn Seagulls ruined it. All right.
A man should never wear white Crocs after Labor Day. Is that the way it works?
Oh, That is very good. A man should
The fashion
never.
statement.
Okay, I'm going to ask 2 more questions. I'm going to give 0 points for all those. Get ready. Who's the best ever hockey goalie? Who is the best ever hockey goalie? Ready? Jeff Sharples.
Well, we better start with Flats, right? So, well, and Hershey's here too. So, I'll go in between Hershey and Flats, Wade Flaherty. But the best ever goalie, one of them, when back when I played, which it would have to be Grant Fuhr, was unbelievable back in the day with Edmonton when they had those great teams up in the City of Champions where you are, Trent. Right? So
That's right.
Grant
I'll go with Grant Fuhr. Just found a way. They had a great team, but he always gave him a chance to win. He made the save when he needed to make it. And that wasn't too often with those guys, but I'll give him the nod.
Nice. Corey Hirsch.
Mike Palmatier.
Mike Palmatier.
Wow.
Holy crap. That was very good.
He wasn't the best, but he was the most fun to watch.
Garnet Ale since Ken Dryden. That's
Ken
a good
Dryden.
answer
Yeah,
right there.
yeah.
Nice. That's a good one right there. Trent.
I'm going pound for pound, Darren Pang.
Darren Pang.
Little pain.
I said
Yeah.
pound for
Pint
pound.
size.
Pound for pound. That's true. He would be.
Yeah.
For all 114 pounds, he was fantastic. Oh, my God. Hoshik's got to be up there, right? Hoshik's got to be up there.
Hasek, Patrick
How about you?
Waugh. Yeah.
Who are you going to pick?
Who am I going to pick?
Yeah, who do you think?
I would have to say the best goalie to watch throughout the years has got to have been a young man that played for the Montreal Canadiens and then the Denver. Oh, they're not Denver. They're called the Colorado Avalanche. His name is Patrick Waugh. Patrick Waugh. I would say Patrick Waugh is the best goalie of all times. A dick of a person, but the best goalie of all. There we go. Let's go. Continue on. You guys didn't have to say it. I said it right there. Oh, boy. Let's get ready. Let's get ready. It's the last question now. Where is the best place to summer? Where is the best place to summer? Trent, you say it first and fuck up the other guys.
Well,
Jesus Christ, the birds are inside now.
That's
let's say L.A.
Los Angeles. Trent says Los Angeles, best place to summer. Corey, where's the best place to summer?
Arizona.
Arizona. Yes, Corey likes to stay indoors. Sharps.
You know what? I'm going to go north on this one. Okanagan Valley up in British Columbia's top shelf. And
solid.
you know
Jeff
what?
wins.
Yeah, I love those other two, but I got to go with the Okanagan Valley. It's just got everything. So let's just go Kelowna, Penticton area, Vernon. We'll cover everybody in the Okanagan.
Okanagan. That's a very good answer. Okanagan is definitely one of the places to go. By the way, guys, I forgot to mention our last sponsor. Our last sponsor is Hoarding. Hoarding is our last sponsor. I know you got a lot of stuff, but you're never going to use it. Why do you need all that toilet paper? You're never going to use it. Hoarding. Let's continue on. By the way, guys, I also have to mention a comedy club every night. The Ice House in Pasadena. The Ice House in Pasadena is a great comedy club. They're shut down for a while because there's this little disease going on. But they're going to be back strong, and I expect to see you all there. All right, let's go. Guys, it's time for Pick It. It's time for Pick It. Oh, my God. What happens is I give you a choice. I say something or something, and you have to pick one. I'm going to go with Corey, then it's going to go to Trent, then it's going to go to Jeff. And then we're going to come around. We're going to do it a couple rounds, and then we're going to finish this game off strong. Corey, are you ready?
Yep.
Chicken or beef?
Beef.
Trent, salmon or tuna?
Salmon.
Jeffrey, kokanee or Canadian?
Kokanee.
Corey, Star Wars or Star Trek?
Star Wars.
Trent, Paul Newman or Steve McQueen?
Newman.
Nice.
Newman.
Jeff, Jay Leno or Johnny Carson?
Carson.
Corey, country or rock?
Country.
Trent, Vancouver or Toronto?
Vancouver.
Jeff, AOL or Yahoo?
Oh, jeez. Yahoo.
Yahoo. I like the way he's just disappointed the whole fucking question. Oh, my God. Corey, go to the movies or stay home?
Oh, stay home.
Stay home. This is perfect for you. Trent, fresh water or salt water?
Fresh.
Jeffrey, Mario or Gretzky?
I have to go with the great one, Gretzky.
Nice. Corey, or coffee?
Bobby Orr.
Trent Bauer or CCM, not fucking CNN. Jesus Christ, I screwed it up. Bauer or CCM?
Bauer.
And Jeff, left or right?
Right.
Fantastic.
I'm going to go with right.
Those are all great answers. Guys, let's figure out who the winner is tonight. Let me do some math. We're going to figure it out. You times it by 6, divide it by 3, and also take 4 off for that. 72 over there, 48 over here, 16, 32. Tonight's winner is Trent. Congratulations, Trent. Would you like to show us your board? Tell us all about what's going on your board. And by the way, while I was doing the math, I missed 24 comments. People are fucking talking up a storm tonight.
Well, this is actually, we got a young Jeff Sharples here. We got a sort of young Corey Hirsch.
Oh my God! Look at that.
Beautiful.
That's a very young.
Some people don't know a little show that Ian did back in the day. It was called Taff Hartley or something like that. I don't know. But this is a character Ian played, and that's Ian. My
second TV credit, and it was fantastic. Guys, thank you so much for being on the show. Is there anything you all want to say? I'm going to go. Corey, tell them what you want them to know. The people that are watching, tell them what you want them to know.
What do I want them to know? Check in on each other. Check in on your friends, people. Make sure everybody's not alone right now. Make sure people are okay.
Nice. Trent?
Oh, right on.
Yeah, just stay safe and yeah.
Stay safe. Jeffrey Sharples?
Well, a couple of things. First, I wonder what Mr. Tepper is thinking. our algebra teacher who told us that we'd never do anything. I have to laugh. 3 of his best students are on the show here. But hi to everybody. Love to all. And that's what I want to finish with. Love to all. Yeah.
Awesome. A little upset from Nate Long. He said no nudity on this show. Yeah, no nudity on this show. No nudity on this show. This show is all about the brain, my friends. Guys, everybody, thank you for being on the show. Thank you, everybody, for watching. If I can remind you to make sure you share and follow. It's Ian Bagg Comedy on Facebook. It's Ian Bagg on YouTube. We're trying to get our YouTube numbers up. They kind of blow. We're trying to get people to follow us on YouTube. You can see all the shows there. You can also see my stand-up there, so make sure you go there. Go to ianbagg.com for all my dates that aren't happening. I thank you guys for coming on. Make sure you check out our proud sponsor, Dirty Bird Sweat Sauce. It is hot. Jeff, you've had Dirty Bird Sweat Sauce. It's good, right?
Yeah, it's top shelf.
Top shelf with the hot
Dirty
sauce.
Bird.
Thanks, guys. I appreciate it. Everybody have a good time. We'll be back tomorrow. We got a big show tomorrow. I appreciate you all checking in and watching this show. Good night.